in the next Gogopreneur episode.
Hey guys, we are at ExpCon 2023 here in Las Vegas. I'm so super excited for multiple reasons. A, I get to talk on AI technologies, which I think is here to stay. Just like the era of the emails and the .coms, AI is the new thing. And if you don't learn it and you don't feel comfortable using it, you're gonna be, I don't wanna say out of business, but you might become a dinosaur in real estate, and that's what we exactly don't want you to do. So that's why we are sharing our knowledge. Second reason why I'm so super excited is because I get to share the stage with Carrie, who I sponsored into the company, and she's from Canada, a rockstar agent. My bestie here at EXP, I got to share the stage with her, is Veronica and Mike Schroard. So it's just an honor overall to be able to, share our knowledge and be in the same time on the stage, and it's just an epic moment of my life and my career. So when you're on social media, right, you want to be in front of where the eyeballs are. Now, yes, that's where the eyeballs are on the Instagrams, the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, right? But do you know who's the next buyer, and do you know who's the next seller? And can you have a way for them to raise their hands? If you can't learn to automate, learn to delegate, or eliminate, you're going to be in a pickle in your business. So the idea is to eliminate as much off of your day-to-day task as you can through automation and through delegating, and learn to leverage other people's times and skills and efforts. So mostly today we're going to be talking the technology side of it, which is the automation side of it. Everything I do, I try to do attraction. I don't hard sell ever on my platforms. I do the same thing for agent attraction, right? I call it attraction in my case because people raise their hand. Your job is to market to them, find the audience where they are, and then capture their information right into your KV core.
Welcome to Gogopreneur.
So here's what happened. We got moved to tomorrow. So we're gonna have to go back tomorrow and redo all of this excitement one more time. But we got this, so I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are today. That's my outfit today. A long jacket thingy, some silk pants, and I'm ready to speak.
Thank you so much. Thank God, I was trying to look like a mess.
So I can pretty much thank him for this opportunity. So I want to shoot a quick video with him of why he trusted me so much with this opportunity and helped me get on stage at AIM, with the Association of Independent Mortgage Experts. So we are going to talk on that subject in a minute. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandma. You're the best.
I don't think there's anybody else better that we would have here talking about how to help really, realtors be better, mortgage people be better. And I think it's just great to talk to people, spread some wealth knowledge.
Let's do it in a half an hour.
ExpCon was amazing this year. Mind you, it was my first ExpCon outside of Canada. I've never really been a conference person before EXP. I didn't have a great experience with other agents and even in my own brokerage. So it was an amazing experience for that, and how amazing everybody was, all of the agents, all of leadership, but also because I was there on 2 stages joining Gogo, speaking about AI. So it was a wild experience for me, and I cannot wait for next year. The connections that I made, the relationships I created, it was just wow.
There's this thing called sailing, right? I like to use this example all the time. The wind is always blowing. The question is from which direction, right? So if you look at your business as a sailor, when you have your whatever that thing up, right? You just have to say, okay, where's this world going right now? Where's the wind blowing from, right? And you just adjust your sails. So there's always a direction to go to. There's always the force that's going to take you there. The question is, are you jumping on the bandwagon, which right now we are doing the AI technologies, right? If you're not learning AI technologies, are you going to be in business a couple years from now? I don't know. So today I'm speaking at Fast Forward at 1:55 p.m. So if you're here, please come. I'm talking on hourly rate and calculating your time, knowing what your time is worth, so you never do things that don't make you the money. That's what's gonna take you to the next level. My goal with this is everyone, before they leave the room today, will know what their time is worth, and they never gonna be doing anything that doesn't make them that money that is business related. This is the QR code that I was telling you about. The greatness tracker, ManyChat, is on here. Did you know that you and me can be business partners? If you're a licensed agent or broker anywhere in the US or in 24 other countries, you have a chance. So here is the opportunity that I want to present to you. I want you to jump into my calendar. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you about what's going on in your real estate career, how long you've been in it, what you have achieved, where you want to go, maybe you haven't achieved that. And I can show you what the model is here at EXP, why I switched my business over to the company 4 years ago, how it changed my life, what I was able to achieve. And then in return, if you like what you see here, maybe you decide that you want to bring your business over to EXP, and that would make you and me, if you chose me as your sponsor, be business partners. You will never, ever owe me anything. You're never going to cut me a check. We don't owe each other anything, but we become business partners. So my knowledge and expertise in this industry is yours. You're going to have me as your business partner literally on speed dial. And my goal is to be able to help you, and in return, you help me. If you're maybe not happy at the brokerage that you are with, I want you to give me and EXP an opportunity. So all you need to do is jump into my calendar. The link is going to be somewhere below, or maybe a QR code on the screen. Somewhere here. Click it, jump into my calendar, and let's see what's going on in your career. Let's see if I can help you, and if I can, and you decide to bring over your brokerage to EXP, I would absolutely love that. I joined the company 4 years ago. I started what we call a downliner organization at EXP here, Team Gogo organization. We call ourselves Team Gogo International Family of Agents because we are a family of agents. We train together, we refer to one another, we feed each other's families, right? We truly stick together like family. And this is the opportunity that I want to invite you to. I want to invite you to be a part of us. If this is something that you would like to do, if you would like to do real estate with us, the Team Gogo organization, the International Family of Agents, we would absolutely love to have you. All you need to do is jump into my calendar, and the rest is history. We go from there. So hopefully you decide to join me. See you in my calendar.
I came in the door. You want to see what I see? Look at that. Look at the size of the moon. See over 5,000 people are going to be in this audience today. If you're ever scared of public speaking, it's like a runner's high. First time you go up there, your legs are given out. You're like, oh my gosh, you can't catch your breath. What if I say something stupid? The words are not coming out. And then you come off of that stage, and then you're so freaking excited. You're like, oh my gosh, this was so exciting. I can't wait to do it again. I brought my own press guy with me. Media guy.
It's on the badge, baby.
So he gets to video shoot. How was your day 2 on the job, honey?
Better than day 1. So day 1, I had a little hiccup. And you didn't know that there's a mute button on this microphone. So
you know now.
The entire session that I shot, which was over 35 minutes, no sound.
Let's just say that it became B-roll, if you know what that means. B-roll means you pretty much just use it as filler in an episode for television because there's no sound. It's like, honey, we can turn it into a black and white movie, like back in the day before they had sounds. That's what we'll do.
Maybe you could just overdub on it and just do it in Hungarian. Are we open in Hungary yet?
Gogopreneur is going to Hungary.
Live-on vagyok, meglátod ott a sztorimba, piros lesz. Oh, good morning. Sure can. I believe that we are created by God. I know that God doesn't make mistakes. I know that the skills that you have, He put in you because you meant to do something with that. So if He gives you an idea, I want you to act on it, right? Because if God didn't think that you are the best person for that job, it would have not given you the job. It would have given it to somebody else. But God also gives us this thing called choice. The question is, are you going to take action, or are you going to have fear of taking action because you're not smart enough, you're a woman, you're a man, you're old, you're too fat, you're too young, you're too broke, you whatever that is. I want you to know this: you only have fear when you have lack of faith.
Hi guys, Bjorn comes again. I'm with the famous Gogo. Now Gogo, tell us a little bit about who you are and a bit about yourself.
Well, I love that you said famous, because I joke and say I created a brand out of hot air. Really, the Gogo brand didn't exist, so said, right? When I moved to the US, so I'm originally from Romania. I moved to the United States in 2003 when I was 21 years old. And then in 2011, I decided to become a licensed realtor. So if you think about it, I have no college friends. I have no high school friends. I had no sphere of influence that are gonna buy the next house from me. So I was like, okay, where are the people that can potentially buy from me or sell with me, right? And I figured they were on Facebook. So I created Gogo's Real Estate and started with Facebook. Now I'm everywhere: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You know, I take advantage of all of the social media platforms, and that's what said made me famous, right? So use social media, guys, because that's pretty much our way in today's era where we can market ourselves and build our own audiences. And you can do it without having to spend any money.
Just really appreciate your talk you did about artificial intelligence as well, which is obviously sweeping the industry in a huge way. And we're lucky because we're in the industry already and we're the early adapters of it. And like you were saying, you know, so many free resources that don't cost a lot of money. But I want to ask you one thing. What's the one thing you love about EXP?
Oh my God.
I know it's hard to narrow it down to one, but just pick one.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. It's
Collaboration.
Funny. So many people have said that when I've asked that question. Collaboration, the people, it keeps coming up over and over and over.
Because in the past, I was at a brokerage, so prior to EXP, I was with two brokerages, with one real estate one for 7.5 years. A beautiful company, right? They were great to me. Family owned, kind of old school, and at least at the time. I'm not sure today. I'm sure they're coming with the times. And then I switched to Keller, and then I switched to EXP from there. But what I realized in my previous brokerage is because we were not tied to each other in the business, right? We didn't benefit from each other's business. So there was no reason for one to share their knowledge with the next, because you were technically training your competition.
Yes.
Where here, you're training your business partner. So when you're successful in real estate, I'm successful in real estate because our stock values goes up and the rising tide rises our boats, right? So we'll finally have something, both of us, to retire on. So I can help you and your knowledge helps me. Then we get to where we're going faster.
I love it. We're stronger together. It's like a stick. You take one, you snap it, you take 89,000, you're not going to be able to break that. Thank you very much for your time,
Thank you
Gogo.
so
Pleasure
much.
to meet you.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
And,
Hi, all my friends in Australia.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Let me put it this way. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So you need to go to the areas, to the people that are smarter than you. Especially if you're chasing a dream, go and shadow the people who've been there where you want to go. That is the quickest way to success. Elbow rubbing with people and being able to grab a coffee with someone that you looked up to your whole life, it's going to catapult your business and take you there faster because they already done it. They can show you the exact steps they took to get to where they at. So if you're not going, what are you stealing from yourself? And don't think about ever the money that it's going to cost. You have to look at it, how much money is this going to make me if I learn that skill, if I surround myself with those people, if I understand something more in the industry that I don't know today, where could I be tomorrow? And that thing only works if you actually show up, you take notes, and then you go home and you implement. Because if you show up and then I see you in the bar, that's not gonna catapult your business, right? So don't come if you're gonna sit at the bar, but come, learn, and implement what you learn, go home and blow up your business.
Please welcome moderator, VP, Technology Innovation and Real Estate, Seth Siegler, and our AI panel.
Let's go!
Look, we're hearing a lot about AI. Everybody's using AI, whether you are fully aware of it or not. If you're searching on Google, obviously if you're using Siri or Alexa, that stuff is, is obvious. But the last 10 to 12 months have brought a huge change in what is possible, what's accessible, the power of the AI models and things like that. So we're hearing a lot about ChatGPT. We're hearing a lot about other stuff. But we got 4 of our best on stage today. And we're going to find out exactly what they're doing and how it might be applicable to you guys. So I'm going to start down on the end there with Carrie. And Carrie actually did an awesome demo at our AI meetup last night, which was so rad. And I would love for you to sort of tell everybody about those tools and that workflow that you were using because it blew me away.
So I think that most agents are using AI for content creation, which is so important. But I've got workflows and systems, AI systems for your entire business. There's 8 AI systems that you need to implement into your business and steps to take to implement them. One of my favorite right now is a plugin for ChatGPT that is free. It's called Ask Your PDF. And what this does is it gives you the ability to have a conversation with a PDF. So what does that mean? So for example, my demonstration last night was uploading one of my board's PDFs of a market report into ChatGPT. I took that, had it, give insights for buyers, for sellers. From there, I asked it to create buyer or seller personas. Then I had it create tell me the pain points, and I had it generate a prospecting plan for that specific buyer or seller. Then I went down the rabbit hole even further because, what's a workflow without like a 20 steps, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then I had it doing ad creative for me, ad copy, ad hooks. I had it write a script for that buyer. I had it handle objections that were going to come from that buyer. And that's really what a workflow should look like. I feel like AI needs to be implemented as a system like every other area of your business.
Yeah.
And the better the workflow, the more time you're going to save, right?
That's right.
But just think about it, guys. If you can generate such an amazing workflow from a market report PDF, how else can you implement this PDF reader into your business? Well, I'll tell you. You can regenerate and improve all of your systems that you have on PDF right now. If you could do that to massively, increase the quality of your systems, because hopefully you have systems in your business. If you don't, well, then we have to talk. But it's really going to put your business on steroids. That's how I look at it. And AI can be implemented into every single part of your business, guys. And it should be. We are in the beginning of a new era. This is not going anywhere. And you have us to help you. So,
That's right. So that's awesome. So ChatGPT, GPT-4 model.
Yes.
The plugin, Ask Your PDF. You took a free PDF that was just given to you by your MLS and came away with a full execution plan. Yeah. And that's awesome. I think that's great.
Yeah, there is the ability with ChatGPT-4 to do the advanced data analysis, but I don't know if you guys are big on Excel spreadsheets. I'm not. I don't think I've ever created one in my life. So this plugin really just helps more people like me analyze data, if that makes sense, right?
Love that. Awesome. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome. How many people have used plugins out there in ChatGPT? Show of hands. Yeah. It's something to dig into for sure. There's a lot of magic in there. We'll get to more of that. Awesome. Thanks, Carrie. So Veronica, we'll go to you next. Your business is super dynamic. There's a lot going on. You've got, everything that you've got happening. How are you weaving AI into it? How's it helping you? What are some tools?
So first of all, if anybody can relate, this is something that I feel a little vulnerable with. I feel like this is new and I don't feel like an expert in AI. So I'm honored that you even invited me to be here and share my story, because I rely on AI not only to help our business grow, but I rely on my team to help me become to become more proficient in it, and I'll lean on them. But we work together as a team to really say, okay, where are some of the areas we can be more efficient? So for us, it's been market research. It's been my COO, he does a really good job of making sure that we have a 52-week buyer campaign, a 52-week seller campaign. And I think as agents, we tend to want to talk about things that we think people want to hear versus real data. So we use it a lot for our research. We use it for our video production for our team. We use it for retention for our agents. So any of our top agents on our team, based on just ways that we want to recognize them, we'll do a full video studio production for them, and they walk in, they have the scripts, they know what to say. They don't have to focus on, thinking about what the script should be. We have it all laid out for them with market data, also add a little bit of their own little flair to it, so that way it feels authentic. But really for us, it's like taking away a lot of the things that required so much time research. It's really giving us more time, and then focusing on how do we bring the human element to it. Right now we can be more authentic. We could focus on what really moves the needle with our team. And another way that we're using it is just some of the tedious things. Like I was talking to my COO, and we had this long document that we had to read. And even for reading legal documents, not saying I said this yesterday, you still call your attorney for those important things, but it was really important. I mean, it was something that we did for an important document. It really gave us the peace of mind to be able to digest this information. Other ways that we're using it, honestly, is just to just really analyze data. And I have a COO on my team. He's a data architect. He's a data scientist. So you guys don't have to hire one of those. I think AI is going to give you a little bit more, time to be more efficient in your business. But here's what I said yesterday. Look, just go all in. You can't break this stuff, just go in, and you get smarter the more you use it. And we feel that we're going to be able to use this to give us more time, to be more efficient, to be more present with our agents, and to bring the human side of us, to be able to show up more human while letting AI take care of some of the things that perhaps are not our strengths. So
I think that's great. And it's a really good advice too. Probably don't overthink it, right? Yeah. And just get in and try to start using it. And that's how you really find out what this stuff is capable of, and how it might help your business, right?
Yeah, and I'm actually having fun with it. I'm like, just having fun, messing around with it, taking courses and learning and calling people like them and say, how are you using this? And I think really it's just a matter of becoming more, becoming comfortable with the idea of AI. I said yesterday, just go all in.
Yeah, I love that. So that's great. So it's already making a difference for you. That's huge. Awesome. Thanks. So Gogo, we'll go to you next. Social, obviously at the center or near the center of everything you're doing. Curious how AI is what tools are you sort of finding helpful and then what are they doing for you? Are they, maximizing your time, freeing other people up to do other stuff?
That's a great question. So when you're on social media, right, you want to be in front of where the eyeballs are. Now, yes, that's where the eyeballs are on the Instagrams, the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, right? But do you know who's the next buyer, and do you know who's the next seller? And can you have a way for them to raise their hand, right? Everything I do, I try to do attraction. I don't hard sell ever on my platforms. I do the same thing for agent attraction, right? I call it attraction in my case because people raise their hand. So would you like me to show you in action, literally in 2 seconds here, how you can do the same, how you can use 2 systems that we can use for free, by the way. I've been broke for so long in my previous life, right? That I just pretty much created a habit of figuring out, are there any systems or processes that I can do for free? So I try to do 3 things in my business, and maybe write this down because it will change your life. Number 1, automate it. If you can automate it, with a free system, ideally, then delegate it. And if you can't delegate it, then eliminate it, because it's not make you the money in the time that you're spending on it. So I will be honest with you, all of the systems I'm going to show you here today, it's super simple to set up. I do delegate the process of setting up the systems because it's not worth my hourly rate. So I use my team. So I send my team to learn the newest AI technologies, right? And I want you to realize that it takes a very long time to learn something, right? Like truly learn it. And the technologies change so fast. So by the time you figure out ChatGPT, you can move on to ManyChat, right? Yeah. And so I use my team. I pay my VAs to go and learn, and they come back. And so instead of me spending 3 hours on a webinar, they spend 3 hours on a webinar, and then they tell me what we need to implement that we don't have yet. So if you guys are ready, I want you to take your cell phones out. I'm going to show you how you can lead generate for buyers and sellers off of your social media in 1 second. If you can multitask, I want you to watch my hands. Okay, you ready? So let's say you created a seller video today, and you're talking about, oh my gosh, what's going on with the market, whatever, right? You listed 123 Main Street. If anybody else wants to list, you would like to know, all you need to do is comment seller. Watch my hands. Okay, go to my Instagram, Gogo's Real Estate. Stop shooting right now, so you can actually learn the skill. Because I want you to be in action so you can see how it happens. Then later on today at 2:10 in the breakout session, I'll teach you actually how to use it. You ready? So go to Instagram, find Gogo's Real Estate. Go to any of my posts. It doesn't matter, pick one. And by the way, I'm going to show you the system that we all get here at EXP for free, guys. It's called KV Core. We're going to use another system that's going to automate the KV Core link to lead generate for buyers and sellers that's called ManyChat. That's what you're going to see in action. So if you're on my profile, pick any of my posts and put in the word seller. So let's say I created a video today, and I said, here's what's going on in the local market. This property we just sold in 2 days, 10,000 over asking price. If you would like to work with us and my team, all you need to do is comment the word seller. Now check your DMs. I just sent 5,000 messages with my KV Core link from stage right now. That is the power of AI. That is the power of technology. And that is what you are going to be able to do, because we don't post on social media just to post, guys. We post to figure out who's the next seller, who's the next buyer, who's the next agent who wants to move. So these are what's called keywords. I have a keyword for partner with me. That's my agent attraction. I have a keywords for buyers. I have a keywords for webinars. I have a keywords for name it. I have a keyword for it. ManyChat is free unless you use a lot of keywords. I upgraded for a whole $15. So if you can afford $15, skip Starbucks for the week. You'll be fine, right? But what I showed you here today, guys, was free. So you can lead generate for your buyers and sellers. You create one video. When you're doing phone calls, right, you are one-on-one with that person. When you make a social media post, you'd never know. They can see it 5 years from now. 500 people can watch it in the same moment. And your job is to market to them, find the audience where they are, and then capture their information right into your KV Core. We all get KV Core for free, so please use it.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Automation is one of the biggest promises of AI because it can make decisions theoretically, right? And take different steps. So talk about maximizing your time or multiplying yourself. Free yourself up to do the stuff that matters.
And capturing the information, because you can post it. If you don't know who's the next seller or next buyer, what good does it serve? I just wanted you guys to see it in action and then set it up yourself. It's super simple.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys. Like for me, one of the big things is I just want to help you guys have the right approach to understanding what AI is going to do, right? So I talk about this a lot where statistically, if you spend 100 hours doing any activity, you will be 95% better than anybody else at that activity. So I know that social media is overwhelming. I know that AI is overwhelming. But at the end of the day, if you spend 16 minutes a day for 1 year, you're going to be proficient with it. And I think what I advise people to understand is the repercussions, right? Because it can be daunting to get used to social media or AI or anything. But at the end of the day, where a lot of realtors struggle is if you don't learn something in college, university, you get a big fat F, you have to go redo it. There's immediate repercussions. With something like AI, the repercussions are delayed. So if you don't learn it in the future, you're just going to fall behind.
Steve Jobs said, you know, the computer is like a bicycle for your mind. AI is like a motorcycle. It's like you're zooming through things and you're able to do it faster. And actually, they got me really excited. And like even just following pages like Listener on Instagram, like the amount of information that I learned just by following these AI, tips and tools, value-based experts is so powerful. So if you go to Listener and it's spelled RE, it's one of my favorite pages to follow. And I'm in there every day. Just like you said, I carve out a little bit of time and I'm just immersing myself in learning. Big View, it's advanced so much. Before it used to be a teleprompter. Now it has the AI writing tool and you can edit it and there is no excuse.
So a lot of tools, there's like a lot of, first of all, anybody else want to jump in on the getting started, just how agents should get started? I think some good takeaways.
I was thinking when you said that, I feel like the AI technologies are growing so fast that it's always 10 steps ahead of us. So we are as good as our questions. Yesterday, I actually was talking to one of our agents. I think she's sitting right there, Kelly Kim. She told me there's a new AI now that removes background from your phone. So when you're doing a video in an area like this where it's super loud, it just removes the background and picks up the person who's talking to it. So I wouldn't have even thought of just searching for an AI of, is there an AI that removes background noise, right? So I want you to kind of think on it of like, if there is something, just Google it. Is there an AI for, right? And then you're going to find it because there's probably is.
And actually, there's a site called There's an AI for that. And it's a great way to find out.
Yeah, there's an app for that, like the old commercials.
Exactly.
Yeah,
actually,
I think that we also have to remember we're at the best brokerage, you guys.
Woo!
You guys are surrounded by people that are actually experiencing AI and getting right into it like us. So don't be afraid to ask. I know that it can be really overwhelming. I coach AI, so I spend the majority of my day doing research, and I'm literally looking at like 10 to 20 tools every week. It can be overwhelming, but like I said, you have access to us. So we know how to direct you, right, guys? And I am such an open book, and so is everybody here on the stage. And take advantage, because here's the thing, like clients are going to demand that you use AI. Remember, the buyers and sellers do not need to understand AI to know that they want their agent using it. I think that's one thing we can't forget. So you have access to such a collaborative group here at EXP. Reach out.
That's one of the best parts about EXP, is the collaborative.
Absolutely.
Kind of sticking with the discovering tools idea. Does anybody else have any sort of like, I subscribe to this newsletter. I get an email every day called the rundown.ai. I think it's written by AI as well.
Check out Neuron. Neuron's amazing.
What is that one?
Neuron. It's a newsletter, and I have like 5 of them I subscribe to.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the best one, and they have this little cat commentary at the bottom. I love cats.
Perfect. Okay.
How do you spell
There's a lot of cat lovers.
Neuron.
Neuron.
Go on YouTube at some point today and search fake studio using AI.
Nice.
It's one of the craziest videos I've ever seen. You can turn your kitchen into a full tilt setup like this, right? So talking about removing excuses, but again, I'm just passionate about the fact that I think consumers are still 2 years away from actively leveraging AI, right? From when you look at future pacing, where the industry is going, it's like buyers and sellers took ages to start using Instagram to find their realtor. Well, now that's the norm, right? So when you can get ahead of the curve and plug into these tools and make this a habit of your daily routine, in that 2-year mark, when the consumers start to become proficient with this, you're going to be the one. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And my 2 cents on it is I used to want to know everything. I am a sucker for information. I love feeding my brain. But it gets to a point where you're going to run out of time. There's only one of you and only 24 hours in a day, and way too many technologies hitting the market at the same time. So instead of feeling left out, I literally pay my VAs to go to courses. and then they bring to the meeting of what we're not doing yet. So instead of having to go through the foundational of all of these AI technologies that we are already doing, they're really just bringing me in that hour that we spent together, the next technology that we're not using yet. So I think it would be super important for all of you, if you don't have the time, but you feel like you want to figure this out, hire an assistant. A virtual assistant will cost you anywhere from $3 to $6 an hour, right? That they can get trained on, they can set up all of your systems, so you are everywhere all the time, but not necessarily have to figure out which button to push.
Yeah, so dig
And
in,
I
everybody.
just got a text from Kelly. If you want to know the app that removes the background noise, it's By Noise. It's BYE Noise Video Editor app. Thank you, Kelly.
Right. All right. Well, I guess, yeah, we're just about out of time here. I don't want to cause too many delays, but how about a round of applause for this awesome panel, guys? Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
All right. Well,
All
we'll do it. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Where are we going?
You go this.
This way?
Okay, guys, it's at 6:30 today. We are having our Team Gogo get together, and I'm wearing it, representing proudly. It is so exciting to me because there's so many agents that I didn't get to meet yet, and so many agents that don't know each other within our Team Gogo international family of agents, because we're international. So the idea of it that is for me to meet them, for them to meet each other, so we can become business industry friends, right? And then refer to one another, form those relationships, help each other's grow, and just become friends in the industry, right? So I'm super excited to meet the Team Gogo agents that I haven't met yet, and for them to meet each other. So let's have fun, guys. Team Gogo. Let's go.
Gogo! Woo! It is such an honor and a pleasure to be a part of Team Gogo International. How crazy that if you join and are a partner with me, our upline, Amy, Gregory, upline, gogobethke, you get to be part of a true family, a true tribe of like-minded people pursuing huge dreams. ExpCon allowed me to sit across the actual table, not across a Zoom. All of this can be powerful. There is so much power in proximity, of actually getting in the room, of actually being able to rub elbows with these people. And that's what ExpCon gave me the opportunity to do. Not only having dinners with people on my immediate team, but meeting people at the Team Gogo meetup that will forever be in my life. Finding people that I connect with on nonprofit passions, that was so exciting to me. Was like, hats off to Team Gogo for attracting people that care about people. They don't just care about their bottom line. Granted, they're making great money. If you want to be in a room with people that are making the money, Team Gogo in-person events is the place to be. You are going to have every reason not to go. You aren't going to have the time. You aren't going to have the money. You aren't going to have the resources. You have to make it. You have to make the time. You have to make it a priority. I went to ExpCon 2023 in my first year of production with one deal under my belt. That was my own deal. So whatever your excuses are, if you feel the call to go to an in-person event or to join Team Gogo, my answer is yes. Do it. We are so excited to have you part of our team.
I'm Sandra McGinn out of Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been to 2 ExpCons now. Been with the company almost 2 years. I absolutely love it. What I love the most is a very agent-centric brokerage, and everyone shares. So there's a spirit of sharing within the room. And my favorite thing to do is also connect with all the Team Gogo agents. It's a great referral network, and everyone makes you feel included. So one big takeaway from this past year was definitely all about AI, learning how to use AI to get the most out of it. And I can tell you that I've used it daily. It's an awesome tool.
Mariah Kurly here in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. So happy to be with you today. I have been with the Team Gogo organization for just a little over 2 years, and honestly, it has been the best business decision I have ever made. I've had my real estate license for 17 years and have been at several brokerages. I have found my home. I am not going anywhere. This is an incredible place to be, and I'm so happy that I finally found this organization. This year was my third year going to ExpCon. Yes, third year. And every single time I go, there are more and more takeaways. Every single time I just, there's the idea of falling in love with learning. And every time I go to ExpCon, I feel like I do that time and time again. There's a saying that big decisions are made at big events. And I know every single time I have gone to ExpCon, I have made some big decisions and I'm going, oh my gosh, this one feels scary, but I'm going for it anyway. And every time I make those decisions at these big events, my business literally just takes off in a different direction. One year I decided, hey, you know what? I'm starting a YouTube channel. And that was a decision I made at a big event. And now here I am 3 YouTube channels later, and things are really headed in the right direction. So I honestly love being part of this Team Gogo organization and just the camaraderie. We talk about this a lot, the collaboration over competition. I have met and made some dear friends here. Love you all. Keep up the good job. Bye.
Did you miss ExpCon? If you did, don't do it again. Trust. I'm Heather Brookie. I am an agent with Team Gogo, and I practice here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I am so thankful that I went to ExpCon, and I'm very thankful that I got to go there as part of Team Gogo. The breakout sessions filled my head with so much knowledge. I have notebook after notebook filled with information and strategies and ideas for me to apply to my business in order to grow it to where I want it to be. The best part for me about Team Gogo is desire to see everyone succeed and the desire to help everyone be successful. Thank you, Team Gogo, and thank you to ExpCon. And if you didn't go last year, I will see you next year at ExpCon 2024 in Miami. Let's grow our business together.
My name is Jenny West. I live in Orlando, Florida. I am a real estate agent with EXP. I am also a transaction manager, and I am on Team Gogo. I had the honor of sitting on the ExpCon 2023 Las Vegas social media panel. ExpCon events are absolutely amazing. It was out of this world. But my most memorable moments were the connections made. We were able to network with agents all over the country and even globally. There is so much valuable information to take away from ExpCon, but I really, really enjoyed getting to know agents who've been in the industry for 20 to 30 years, the history, how things have changed. EXP is a family. Team Gogo demonstrates that same capacity of family, referring each other, promoting each other, spurring each other on, and really feeling that deep connection with other agents that want the best for you. EXP, ExpCon, Team Gogo, and any other agents that have come into my life. It's more than just real estate. It's more than just learning how to become successful. It has touched areas of my life in the most vulnerable times. People have been there. And I'm so thankful and grateful that God has brought me to this place and that I get to be a part of something so much bigger than myself.
First of all, I want all to know what Team Go stands for. Yes, Go is my name. But the idea with the team name is not that it's my team, it's that agents are going to go. And it's not my team, never put a big G on it. This is us. We named it the Team Go. International family of agents because we are international. Woo! Most importantly, because we are family.
For all the products and services featured in this episode, pause the show right now, scan the QR code, and I will see you on our website.